Plaintiff Yolanda Bryant says she and the defendant became good friends when the defendant dated Yolanda's brother. Yolanda claims after she moved in with the defendant became more like her mom than a friend. And she even took the apartment keys away from Yolanda. She's suing for personal property. Defendant Tanya Edwards admits that she took the keys away from Yolanda, but says it was only after Yolanda started bad-mouthing her on social media. Tanya's countersuing Yolanda for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Well, I've been knowing Tanya Edwards for 15 years. She was my brother's girlfriend who became my sister. I had a hardship. I ended up moving in with Tanya.
When did you move in with her?
December 2017.
All right.
And when I moved in with Tanya, it went from her being my sister and friend to her being my mom.
How long were you to stay?
I stayed probably...
How long were you scheduled to stay?
To February.
February what? To end
28th.
of February? All right. So you were intending to stay there from December to February 28th. And when you moved in December, you said it became a living hell or something? What did you...
Yeah, she became more of my mom instead of my sister and best friend.
How so?
Everything I tried to do to help around the house, it wasn't suitable for her. It wasn't good enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went from that to, no matter what I did, it still wasn't good enough. And she took her keys, so I didn't have no way to get in or out.
Why did she take her keys?
She wanted her keys back. And I
She
didn't argue with her.
give you a reason?
I didn't ask.
I believe you know why. Let me ask you to give me some background.
Yes, Sharna, I took my keys back because she went on Facebook putting my business, what going in my home, I feel like should stay in my home. And it was all on Facebook about what she was supposed to do, never did it. And if I didn't like it, that I can go do it myself. And that wasn't the agreement that we both agreed upon.
She put it on Facebook. See,
Yes.
this internet stuff, social media gets so many people in trouble. Now you done got put out. You have what she put
This
on
is our
Facebook
agreement.
about you. The breaking up folks' relationships. Now they're getting put out their house.
This is what her boyfriend was putting on Facebook.
How old are you, ma'am?
38.
38? You should be on your way away from this. This is a sad case. Wish someone would beat the out of her, but God got the last word. You sad. This was before she asked for her keys?
I don't know nothing about that one.
Okay. Why don't you give me what she gave you? She didn't say this. You got me.
No, what she said to me, I couldn't.
You said she put something on Facebook. Let me see it. Let me see what you have that she put on Facebook. Not what someone else put on Facebook.
Okay.
What she put on Facebook. Do you have that?
No, she took it off before I can get it.
She took it off before you can get it. Did you put some derogatory information about her on Facebook?
I put something on there about Facebook.
And then she asked for her keys how long after?
When she came to talk to me about it, that's when she took her keys.
You don't remember what you just told me? I've asked you, did you know why? You said no. I asked, what did she say when she came? Did she just ask for keys and you not say nothing and you not ask? Yep, that's just how it happened. Now you're changing your whole story. Oh my goodness, let's get past this real quick. What are you suing her for? How does she owe? Because you'll ruin your credibility. How does she owe you for personal property?
She said my stuff was going to be safe there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She said all my furniture and my belongings, like my bed.
I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am. How did this come about?
I was living with her.
Uh-huh.
And while I was staying with her, we had an agreement. I stayed there until February 28th. But the agreement was broken. She asked me to leave. I did, but I did pay her for that last month I was there.
What month was that?
That was January.
What happened? You moved out?
I moved out. And after I moved out, I stayed with my cousin. And me and her talked about my belongings still being there. She said it was going to be safe. She gave me enough chance. She gave me time to try to find me somewhere to go. And I did find one place. And while I let her know, I said, can you please wait till they have inspection before I can be able to move.
When did you tell her this?
Probably about the second week of February.
Okay.
I asked her, can she at least give me to the end of February?
Okay. Need to the end. And then what happened? The end of February.
Found out the place passed inspection, so I asked, can she wait a little while longer?
Mm-hmm.
She said yeah, but it was verbal.
Mm-hmm.
She said yeah, and I haven't talked to her for a minute. And then I did call her. I texted her, I called her.
When?
Around the beginning of March, I called her, and I asked her about my belongings, and she told me my belongings wasn't there no more.
Beginning of March?
Yes.
You say you made the agreement toward the end of February,
right,
saying that your belongings could stay there because you hadn't passed inspection. So if she told you that at the end of February or near the end, you're telling me within a couple of weeks she put your things out?
Yes.
Ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. Because when she called me, we talked a few times in the middle from December the 3rd till like January the 3rd. Mm-hmm. We talked on and off, and every time the conversation we would have, everything was being my fault because of whatever was going wrong with her. But I told her, I said, Yolanda, you have until the end of February to get all your belongings and your daughter belongings out of my house. Mm-hmm. That was the agreement, and that's what I stuck with. When she called me in the middle of February, asked me, I said, no, come get your things. Well, I don't care what you do with them. Just throw them away then. No problem with me. When February 28th came, that's when I set her stuff out.
You never made an agreement to extend it?
No, I didn't, Your Honor.
Your witness wants to speak. You want to stand up and state your name?
Luella Bass.
What do you want to
I'm
tell
her
me?
cousin. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I can shed some light. When Tanya and her was doing the Facebooking and the conversations back, Tanya called me. Get your cousin, she homeless. She done put my information on Facebook. Tanya.
Is that all you have to talk about is that mess?
No, sir.
Tell me about what you know about her items. That's all I want to hear about,
sir,
not this messy stuff about the Facebook.
She told me she had to go for me to come get her, and her stuff would be safe until she found a place.
When did she tell you that?
I don't remember them right off the top of my head.
We need to know dates. That's what we're dealing with right now.
Well, can I look through the paperwork?
You can have a seat. I thought you as a witness came up here. Is that your paperwork?
Yes, sir.
No, I don't believe you. Sit down. I don't believe you. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you. Now, you say you told her end of February, she tried to extend it, and you told her she could not extend it.
Right.
What did you do with her things, and how long after?
I didn't set her things out till it was like March the 3rd.
What made you think you could throw her things out that soon?
Because this is the agreement that we agreed
Let's see
upon.
it, please.
Before she even moved in.
Before she moved in.
Right.
All right, but you did give her one extension, and
I didn't give her no extension.
Oh, you never told her? I thought you said she called you?
She called me.
Hold on. Let me repeat what I thought I heard. Now, you correct me. I thought I heard you say she called you in February and asked for an extension. Mm-hmm. And you didn't tell her yes at first and then no the second time? You told her no the first time.
Every time she asked me, I told her no.
Okay. So I guess you felt since she had moved out and the agreement had expired February 28th.
Yes.
You felt that you could put it out a week later?
I didn't have a number because she was calling me so much and texting me. I deleted her number out of my phone.
All right, who has some evidence? She says she asked and you agreed. So I want to see evidence.
I had some.
What did you provide?
I hope those right there.
Of your text?
Yes.
Let's see.
Me and hers back and forth.
Relating to what happened with her things?
Yes.
Let's see it.
What are those? This is just
These
where she said it would be safe.
All right. You need to call me as soon as possible. This is Tanya. That's the first thing I'm reading.
Yes, sir.
Why, you say? Call me. I need to talk. Wanted to. I didn't even know what was going on until the further. You don't hurt to go the phone with me at secondly. It is the difference between a house and for two making a problem because you should have paid her money back instead of thinking you can do what you want with it because she needed
stole
to
her
be
money
there for
out her
3
Bible.
lives. Now we're talking about a whole different thing, stealing her money. Well, I mean, I'm not looking and listening to none of this. These 10 pages, you've talked about everything except what's in question today.
No,
you
sir,
talking
they're
about you all
included.
arguing, and I just read what you talked about.
It's
Have her
included.
removed.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
That's enough.
I knew it.
Bye-bye. You
I
should
knew it.
have. And
Yeah,
next
'cause
time
my
you
evidence
talk
is there and
volatility,
everything
you
is on
should have
that
known. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So let's get back to your evidence. Not evidence of them talking about cussing each other out and about taking her money and all that. That's not what this is about today. Personal property.
Okay, this when she said she put my
Right here.
All right.
belongings
She
out.
told you she was putting your things out. And this was, your stuff stayed in my house till February 28th, March 2nd, March 3rd, and then March 4th. We set everything out. I asked you in January to come get your stuff. You said you wanted a TV. I said, if you come get the TV, get all your stuff. You said, I ain't got no money. And I said, you get yours paid Wednesday night, come get it Thursday. You said you ain't have nowhere to put it. I said, put it in storage. Ma'am? She told you to put it in storage. She reminded you that you got money coming. She said, you got your check coming. Come get the stuff and put it out. She said she told you in January, and she only put it out in March. After telling you in January, after reminding you that you can put your stuff in storage, after telling you that you've had your stuff here, this is January.
Okay, then in March, she had called.
This is enough, ma'am.
Okay.
This is enough. Your claim is dismissed, and so is yours. You can't just leave the stuff
me.
there, and the woman is telling you in January. Oh, okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor, may I please give this to her? This is her father's ashes. I did save these for her.
Okay, good.
Please take that.
But the words to the wise, you can't leave stuff. People tell you to come get it. She told you 3 months early.
But she told
She told
somebody
you
else.
3 months early. I just read it. Have a good day. Claim dismissed.